All right, hey guys. So, kicking off June, I had a read that I wanted to put out a few days ago, but I've been taking a little bit of a break to just kind of reorganize my energy, and I'm doing some more learning and growing for my journey. So, I'm gonna start June off with it's a third party read. So, what I'm going to focus on is the energy between you and your person. And then after that, I'm going to go through and see what the energy is like between them and the person that they're dealing with. Karmically, I guess we can call it. So, you guys will either resonate with the entirety of this read or you won't on your end of it on the scale of you and this person on your heart space. All right, so if you don't resonate with the energy, you guys, it's not going to be your read this time. And I'm just doing a collective read. So what I did when I went to prayer is I asked for all the energies that are going through the most similar of situation. Okay, so keep in mind, new subscribers, new people that are here, I should say, people who are subscribed. And if you choose to participate in a comment, you guys, I am picking up to 3 people a week, and I'm offering free readings for. So I will comment to your comment, in your response, I will comment and offer that free reading and send you my email. All right. So we're going to start with the current situation between you and this person that is occupying your heart space. The current situation. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands. Okay, so instant energy. It's kind of feeling heavy, all right, a little bit flirtatious. So I feel like the current situation right now is that you're dealing with somebody who's very, very charming. Men or women, tarot does not recognize sex. Okay, and typically I do not read reversals, but I'm going to keep these in reverse because I feel like even though the energy might seem like it's too good to be true, it feels too good to be true. It's fun, it's flirty, there's a lot of passion here. I feel like the cards are kind of showing up in reverse because there's a hints that are drawing on this dynamic that might seem like it's too good to be true. The Knight of Cups coming through in reverse could also reflect some playeristic vibes. The Four of Wands, I feel like, is that depiction of there's obviously another party involved here. And then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is kind of, I feel like it's more of a fear than anything that, the connection might not grow towards just past the fun, the passion, the flirtiness. You have this, like, I don't want to call it a stigma, but I kind of feel like saying stigma right here that sits in between these cards, which is marriage, it's commitment, um, you know. And even if the person on your heart space is not married, I feel like it's a deeper commitment that's going on, and that's kind of sitting in between the full dynamic here. With the Knight of Cups coming through in reverse, that could be one person's energy more than the others, which I would feel like it's yours. Kind of feeling like, I don't know, is this person a player? Are they serious? Do they have any real intentions of coming towards the dynamic that sits between them and I, right? Because in the bigger picture of things, we want um, this knight or this princess in shining armor. We want marriage and commitment, and we never want to lose the fun and the passion, that comes with relationships. So I kind of feel like I'm picking up more on your energy here. I could be picking up on the mutual energy too, where this person just might not know how to kind of proceed with the pickle that they've gotten themselves into. So that's just kind of what I'm seeing with the current energy. So you would resonate with that to some way, shape, or form. To some degree, you guys, you'll resonate with this. Okay. And I feel like the biggest fear coming through here is going to be more about if this is going to be a connection that can grow and mold into something favorable for all parties. Okay, so I'm going to start with your energy to see what your feelings are towards this dynamic. What are your feelings towards the dynamic? Okay, so we have the Knight. Oh, wow, so really slow, secretive. Maybe the other party does not know or they're not aware. Okay, it could just be that you're hiding your own feelings and emotions when it comes to this connection because you're trying not to scare somebody away, because you have developed a deep sense for this person. You have the Knight of Coins, so the appearance, you've been hurt a lot. You've been hurt enough in the past. You don't want to get hurt again, right? But this is also a very, very slow moving card, as well as the Wounded Warrior card. So the Knight of Coins coming through, this On your feelings, it's more about, I don't want to get hurt, man. I don't want to get hurt. Okay, you have the Four of Swords coming through, and I kind of feel like this could be contemplative of taking a break from the situation, taking a break from the person. It could just be that the energy, the in and out energy that you guys most likely endure, it's like it's kind of wearing on you a little bit, like this person that's on your heart space that's been occupying your heart space. Maybe they're not all they're cracked up to be. You have the King of Coins in reverse, which is somebody who could just be a little bit more on the side of stuck in routine. If they're not stuck in routine, it could be somebody who's afraid of loss when it comes to the big picture. So if I divorce, if I separate, what am I going to lose, and I kind of feel like you're actually, as far as your energy goes, you have this awareness of this person's comfortability level, and I feel like that right there in itself, it might be kind of drawing on some hesitation for you, you know if this person can't make a decision to be with you, maybe it's best to, then what's next? What's the next step, right? So I kind of feel like your energy and your feelings towards this connection is somebody who's simply just not making the choice to move things along with you. But it's like when they talk, when they reach out, it's all fun, it's all flirty, it's like flighty, flaky, even. That's just kind of what I'm seeing with this energy. Um, I feel like for whoever is here, you're starting to get to this point where this person might not just be very serious about you and the connection. Maybe a break will do some good for this. That's just kind of what I'm interpreting from this energy. Because I feel like for whoever's here, you have been on this road with this person for long enough that if they were gonna choose you or not choose you, that decision should have been made. Okay, so let's just see what their feelings are towards the connection. What are their feelings towards the connection? Yep, stress, worry. Yeah, you got the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so their feelings towards the connection is basically this is a soulmate. Look at that. Even the Nine of Wands is showing up. This person's scared. Um, they're scared. Because it's a deep soul level connection for this person. It is, but it's coming in reverse, which means that they are just not able to express everything that they've wanted to. They're not able to talk about everything they've wanted to. And this right here is their fears. So if they're telling you like, you know, this is how things are going over here on this end. It's almost like they're leaving something out. So I feel like they're kind of not telling you the whole picture of everything, which is within their right. If they got stuff going on. Hang on, guys, I got a cough. I guess basically what I'm saying is we can't hold somebody else accountable. It needs to be on their heart to do the same or to be accountable. All right. But their feelings toward the connection is stress, worry, anxiety. They don't want to let it go. And that's why the Ten of Wands is popping up here. Okay. But I kind of feel like there could be some things in the background, i.e., this person and what they're dealing with over here. On the other scale of things, it's like they almost might not see the big picture. They haven't expressed the big picture. Some of you guys might be dealing with somebody who hasn't even, who has there. It's like the karmic or whatever you want to call it, might not even know that you exist. Okay, for some of you, some others of you, I feel like there is going to be an awareness, but right here, as far as their feelings, it's like they are definitely scared. They're worried. This right here, I feel is coming through as anxiety. What does that stand for? What does this stand for in the future? And how am I even supposed to let go of everything that I've built? Because that's what the King of Pentacles is. This is somebody who's built an established life. This is a parent right here, you guys. And if there's a parent associated with any of um, the cards, it's going to be the Queen and King of Pentacles that actually depicts, the working parents. All right. And it's almost like this person, I mean, you can see that. I do feel like you can see that. But I just kind of feel like this person they have a lot of fears when it comes to the approach of this connection, but it's like they don't want to lose it because of the depth that sits between you guys. So they do recognize the soul level connection, but it's almost like they're intimidated by it. They don't want to give up what is currently going on, to pursue it because of all this right here. um I don't even know how to make you guys feel comfortable at this point, but I do want to say it's like, well, why even put yourself in a position that you're afraid of being in pursuit of, especially when it comes to happiness, because really, I guess when it comes to my feelings, it's like do what makes you happy, because that's what we're here for. We're here to live a life that we create, and through that creation, the main thing right there, the focal point is love and happiness, you know. So if somebody's living um all because of fear of the unknown, or all because of fear of what people will say, or because of fear of losing or loss, they got a long road ahead of them. Okay, so let's just see how you feel, how you're feeling about this person. How do you feel about this person? You're definitely looking, you look at them as a soul partner, all right, but definitely you feel in a sense, this is a illusion. It's very, very uncertain about where the dynamic could draw on. Somebody who is not quite in touch with their emotional side, how you feel about this person, it could just be that you see that they lack maturity when it comes to their own emotional level. You know, the page is like breadcrumbing, you know, this is like a messenger of flighty behavior. But it doesn't mean that it's all negative, because really what you see here with this person is the big picture. You see a life that you guys can create and live abundantly. I'm not even joking. You got the Empress card showing up here just as well, which is new beginnings. It's abundance. It's love. It's home, comfort. You know, security, stability. You feel like this person belongs in your life. You do, minus a little this right here, the page of cups coming in reverse, is basically, you know, it's a breadcrumber. It's somebody who's not living up to like all of what they say. You know, somebody who's kind of stringing you along, especially on the heart space, which is what you don't want. You do not want your heart to be destroyed with this connection. You want love. You want the same energy that you've always put out, right? You want somebody who cares. You know, you want somebody who is in touch with their feelings, who knows what they want and they go for it, you know. Not somebody who manipulates. And I kind of feel like you might have dealt with that when it comes to this person. All right, but I do want to check to see how they feel about you, how they feel about you. Gosh. Okay, so you have the Chariot card coming through in reverse, which is, I feel, is more about just the unknown, like what happens if I choose you. The Seven of Cups coming through. Here's what I'm going to say. As soon as I seen this card pop out, you know, this is about options and opportunities, but I can't help but feel like this person, how they see you, I don't want to call you an option in their eyes, but I can see this person actually, you know, kind of um you know, with the friends in the background, you know, the one or two friends that probably really know deeply about this situation. It's almost like they have like a leg up on other people, which to me is a braggart, but it's like for their own personal. Um, I don't even know how to say it, because it's not that you're an option. It's not that they're treating you purposely like shit, but it's almost like this person is getting like kudos or pats on the backs, you know, because they have more than one person that they're that's in love with them, or that they're dealing with, you know. It's like, I don't know. And again, I'm not, it's not one side, it's not men or women, but what I kind of see with this energy is like I could see somebody getting like the kudos from the few people that know deeply about the situation all the way, you know. How they feel about you. I do feel like there is just a scared factor coming through here with the Chariot card, how it dropped in reverse. It's just the unknown. It's the unknown. So this person doesn't know where it's gonna go. You know, that's just kind of what I see. We also have the Queen of Swords, and she dropped in reverse. So if you guys have had any exchanges, impulsive exchanges lately, especially if you're kind of like, hey, I'm not gonna be an option. I'm not going to sit here on the sidelines and just kind of watch you do your thing, which might have been why I was like the energy was kicked up for me to do this. It could just be that you're like, I'm not going to sit here forever and wait, you know? So if you guys have kind of gotten into this quabble or squabble or whatever you want to call it recently, I'm kind of seeing them look at you as somebody who's a little bit cold hearted right now, because you know what? You're not giving them their way anymore. Um, and if you guys have not gotten any recent you know, pickles, I'll say, then I kind of feel like this person, you know, it could be that you're drawing on some overly emotional energy. It could just be that you're very direct when it comes to the boundaries and what you're going to put up with and what you won't, especially when there's been some time now, you know. If you guys have been on a break, you know, because we have that in and out energy, That could be where this energy is drawing on just as well. Okay, so keep that in mind because your energy up here, we have that Four of Swords. That's a break. Okay, so it could just be too that this person's kind of looking at you. Well, like what? I'm not gonna have my cake and eat it too. How could you pull your energy back? And how could you put your foot down? And how could you be so cold that you have boundaries and limits? What? It could be too that this person just looks at you as somebody who's confronted the idea that I'm not going to sit here and be an option. I'm not going to sit here and let you waste any more of my time. You know, it's precious to me, and I'm done. You know. So give me 1 second, guys. All right. So moving on, I'm gonna pull to see what kind of future they see with you. So let's just pull that and see the future that they see with you. We have this person definitely they do not want to move swiftly on this connection. If you have recently had your boundaries tested, it's going to be one of the reasons why this person is kind of failing or hesitating to move forward, to approach you with the Knight of Swords, coming through in reverse. They don't, I just feel like this person really, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they're going to do yet. You know, the Three of Wands in reverse. I mean, it's like how deeply into the future do you have to look for this connection to move forward? You have the Nine of Wands coming through, which is that another wounded, a guarded card. I just kind of feel like this person coming through here is just not seeing a big bright future. I have a feeling that it has a lot to do with that Queen of Swords in reverse energy, which means that it's not going to stay like that forever. But if you guys have recently had some sort of dispute or falling out, that I feel like that's definitely playing a part in this person's ability to see the future, and that's going to be one of the reasons why they have not stepped forward. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords coming through in reverse. So let's just see what the potential outcome is between you and this person. The potential outcome. The potential outcome. All right. So we have Judgment. Here's what I'm gonna say. You got the Lovers card in reverse is obviously the choice. Okay, the choice. Judgment card coming through. So what I'm gonna say is this: it's gonna come back around because this is not a connection that's over with yet. All right, but there will be some decisions that are made that's going to result. And I do feel like the victory is coming through on your end. I feel like whoever is here, collective, you guys are going to be the one that determines your outcome with this. Okay. But I feel like what you're being told here is you're not second choice. You're not an option. You know, Judgment card. I just kind of feel like that's the changing, the growing, the rebuilding, and the releasing. I kind of feel like this is going to be two ways for you guys that could either result in, you know what, I'm never going to put myself in this situation again to put my heart out there, for it to get broken. You know what I'm saying? And the other option is the other path. It's going to come back around and it's going to solidify us and we're going to build a future. Just because there's a temporary falling out does not mean that it does not have the potential to grow. But what I am going to do is I want to pull to see what advice comes through if you wait. I want to see what's going to happen if you wait for this person. Okay. If you wait, so here's the coming back right here. Okay. But you're still not going to get clarity on a big picture. You're still not going to get clarity on the future. And I feel like with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you're still going to end up feeling like this person gets to have their cake and eat it too. The Knight of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, you guys, that's a clear cut picture of somebody who's being strung along. That's somebody with a player mentality. All right. So let's see what happens if you decide to leave the connection. What happens if you decide to move away from the connection? We have the Queen of Wands in the upright. Yep. There's your respect. You got the Queen of Cups coming through and the Nine of Coins. So recognizing and realizing that you were taken advantage of. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Recognizing that you are a deserving, a very, very big deserving wish fulfillment. And with the Queen of Cups coming through, I feel like this is more about, if you decide to leave, it's more about channeling that energy that you give to people, knowing how precious you are, knowing that not everybody deserves your kindness, your compassion, your love, your empathy, your care. And kind of it just puts you into this Queen of Wands role right here, where it's like, I know my worth, I know my value, and what I'm not going to do is stick around and let somebody kind of play with my energy when it doesn't deserve to be played with. Especially when all they've done is they kind of take away that emotional body that you carry for their own benefit. I feel like what happens if you leave, if you decide to move forward, it just puts you in this Queen of Wands role where I almost feel like for some of you or a lot of you, it could just be too that it's like if this person ain't gonna shit or get off the pot, then let the next person in line, let the next call in the next person in line, man. They're holding up the line, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like if you decide to leave, it's like you're evaluating your worth, what you give, what it's like your honor. Like i I almost feel like you're coming into this recognition that there's nobody's ever going to take advantage of you and who you are again. I kind of want to clarify these to see what is coming for you next, what comes for you next if you decide to move on. Look at that. A king of swords. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, but I'm going to say this. The fact that this card is like one of the ones that land in the upright says this person, you're going to be receiving, on the receiving end of a new beginning. Okay. You have the three of coins coming through, which is collaboration, getting together, coming in together with somebody who's able to actually offer you stability and commitment, somebody who has integrity, somebody who does not lack truth and honesty and boundaries and clear cut communication. Okay, this right here is somebody who is just very, very insightful, somebody who does not disrespect because they demand that presence of respect. So I kind of feel like, you'll be on the receiving end of some good energy that you guys actually deserve. All right, so I'm going to pull the cards up and I want to get this person, the person that you're dealing with. I'm going to get the situation. I'm actually going to pause because I want to kind of recall in the energy, and I just want to give you guys clarity on what's going on with the other part, or the other party, I should say, the karmic dynamic. And we're going to call it the karmic dynamic. All right. So let's just, I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to pause, and then we're going to see what's going on with the other side of things. So 1 second. All right. So we're going to pull, I want to see what their situation is first. So we're getting the person that occupies your heart space and the one on their mind. And yes, that is how I meditated on it. So the current situation. All right, so we have the Page of Wands coming through, the Ace of Coins in reverse, and the Seven of Cups coming through in reverse. So again, I kind of feel like there could be an awareness that this connection right here is troubled. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. I feel like with the Page of Wands coming through, it's all about, I'm not going to say too many negative aspects, but I do kind of feel like the Page of Wands, it does represent that it's like new beginnings from possibly I kind of feel like, here's what I'm gonna say, you guys. I almost feel like if the situation over here, I almost feel like what this person was told potentially could have been that you and that situation has been laid to rest. um because what I see almost is a hopeful new development. Okay, what from somebody who was being played or used, just the energy just kind of all discombobulated. I kind of feel like there's a sense of renewal coming through here with that Page of Wands. So we're going to reignite this over here because potentially you guys just being on that break could have set this off. You know what I'm saying? From what was, the lack of commitment. I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. I want to see, like, I got to see if there's an acknowledgement of what your person on the heart space. I just want to see if there's an acknowledgement by the karmic situation. If they have this wow, they don't even have an awareness. I don't, I don't feel like they have an awareness. You got the Two of Swords. It's almost like this person, here's what I'm going to say. I do feel like there has been confliction going on in this person's situation, the one that occupies your heart space, their heart space, sorry, your heart space. I'm not trying to confuse it, but I have to do a lot of talking. The Queen of Cups, do you remember how she showed up in the energy, that last read? You got her showing up again. I almost feel like this person, if they don't know about it, I kind of feel like there's deeper things going on in this connection. If they do know about it, this person, I feel like, has probably grasped a little bit harder onto the codependent, like I don't want to lose you factor. You know what I'm saying? I'll reconcile with you. That's just kind of what I'm seeing from this energy. But choosing not to see what's right in front of their face is how I'm going to say it. Okay, they're choosing not to see what's right clearly in front of their face. Okay, so I want to see how the person that occupies your heart space, how they feel about their karmic situation. How do they feel about their, wow, look at this. You guys, the King of Pentacles shows up again. The High Priestess card showing up. And she's kind of drawn, like this right here is secrets, man. It's secretive behavior. You know, you got the Eight of Wands coming through. I just feel like this person, wow, it's like they're a sweet talker. I'm going to say that. They've gotten their deal with you. They've gotten their way with you. I feel like they're getting their way with this person just as well, you guys. Even if that person, the one that they're karmic, I kind of feel like they could have potentially turned a blind eye to this connection. So they've seen it, they know about it, but it's like if this person that is on your heart space says it's over with, it was done with, the person's gonna believe it. The one, you know, they're karmic, they're gonna believe that. I just kind of feel like as far as their how they feel about this person is that it's like they're coming through as this straight narrowed King of Coins. This King of Coins already showed up in your energy in reverse. You know, it's like they're definitely playing, they're manipulators over here. I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to say nothing bad, but I just feel like the person that occupies your heart space is really playing games with two people right here. Let's just see what kind of future they see with the karmic, the future they see with the karmic. Wow, the Two of Cups in reverse. They recognize and acknowledge, wow, the similarities, man. You got the Ten of Cups, you have the Hierophant card coming through. All right, it's almost like this person knows. Here's what I'm going to say. It's like they know that their soul, they have a soul connection somewhere else, but it's almost like this right here is comfortable. It's stability. They already have it, so why lose it? Why leave it? You know, if I already have it. If this person knows that they can pull one over, you know, from somebody that they've occupied space for with years and years, it's like, why leave it? You know, especially I gotta say for whoever's here, um, um, I have to say, like, the energy that's coming through this is, it's upsetting. You know, I just kind of feel like this person's going to occupy this space as long as this other one lets them kind of go, you know, especially if they're turning the blind eye, the purposeful blind eye. Let's just see what kind of future, like, I got to see a little bit more about this. So look at that. We have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, King of Cups coming through. Judgment. And you have this right here. This person's got some work to do, guys. Page of Cups in reverse. Again, breadcrumbing, stringing people along. It's just like a lack of enthusiasm in the heart space. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like this person, I just feel like you're dealing with somebody who's very, very self-centered. Somebody who is not in touch with their emotions and feelings. And somebody who doesn't even, they're not in touch with their own heart, you guys. I'm not saying that they're heartless, but I'm saying that they're not in touch with themselves, you guys. It's almost like they know the wrong they're doing. They recognize it. They realize it. It's probably not the first time with you that this has happened. But I just feel like the one that they're dealing with, just if they don't turn a blind eye, they just really just consciously are not aware of this person's misdoings or misdeeds. All right, so I'm going to see what the potential outcome is for this person and the one that they're dealing with, the karmic, the potential outcome. All right, we have the Tower card coming through. So it's going to work itself out for a little bit, but we have the Tower card coming through. And then we have this Knight of Coins coming in reverse, which is bored, feeling stuck. All right, a Tower moment is going to happen because of this person's lack of ability to kind of, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's just not, they don't do good being in one place. You know, it's like a thrill. I gotta go explore. I gotta go see what's going on outside of what's supposed to be going on. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like the potential with this person is there's going to be a Tower moment because this person they get bored. And I can't help but feel like that energy would be the same if it was you. All right, in this situation, you guys. So let's just see. Gosh, I just want to see, like, I want to see how this person responds to you moving on. How the one that occupies your heart space, how do they respond to you moving on? Cold. You're cold. The Empress card, the one that got away. All right, the Page of Swords, they're going to be checking you out, spying on you. All right, they're going to look at you as somebody who's cold. What? You're not going to just sit here and be with me? You're not going to sit here and let me have my way? You're not going to sit here and what? I kind of feel like you guys are dealing with somebody who takes a victim mentality. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like this person's going to experience, they're going to experience more tower moments, you guys. And if you kind of go back to where I was saying what your guys' potential outcome would be, is that you're still going to be in that breadcrumb state of mind, because this person is very content over here. All right, it's very, very content. They're very, very content over here with this person and the situation. And if this person over here keeps turning that blind eye, they will potentially have their cake and eat it too, but it won't last forever. And I guess what I kind of want to say for whoever is here is you need to kind of realize your worth and your value. You know, if this person can do it to somebody that they've been with for years and years, why wouldn't they do the same thing to you? Because they get bored easy. They get stuck. You know, they don't know what they want. They don't know how to channel their energy appropriately. Um, you guys, I guess I just kind of want to see. I'm going to pull this energy up, and I want to kind of see what your final advice is to kind of close this out. Just because I feel like you truly are somebody who just feels stuck, you know. And I gotta tell you, if you are the person that was coming through on this end, like as the committed partner to the person in the middle of all this, and you resonate more with this energy, you guys, that would be the okay, that would be when it would be okay to kind of flip the script. Um, but when I did the meditation, it was coming from the mind and heart space of the person that's involved as the third party. Okay, and so I gotta see, I just want to see what your advice is when it comes to this connection. Actually, I want to pull some advice when it comes to this connection. Oh yeah, I just kind of feel, look at justice will be had for the connection. All right, for this person, for you, for everything, justice. I just got to tell you, it does not necessarily mean to beat yourself up over it. Okay, in any part that you play, you had an experience here. And to me, justice is all about the energy we put out, the energy that we expect. But it's not like, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I do want to tell you, with justice card showing up, I feel like everything is going to turn out in, it will turn out in your favor. As this is another stepping stone. All right, but what you got to realize is that you're not an option, and you know what you deserve is going to come to you in the form of bliss and harmony, actual peace, actual love. You guys, you have the star card coming through saying this is not your, this is your dream, and your fulfillment has yet to be fulfilled. Okay, you know, and it could be this person in the future, but it's like, you're not going to string me along, and I'm not going to be a part of your play right now, you know, especially if you feel like you absolutely can't live without this person. You know, seeing the Tower card come through in that other dynamic says, it shows me that's not going to be a situation that lasts. But how many years are you willing to wait? Because I feel like it would be years. Okay, so I kind of want to see what the soul contract is between you and the one on your heart space. What is the soul contract? All right. It's, look at that, the Page of Coins. So this right here is the lack of progress. It's procrastination, and it's learning from failure. You have the Page of Swords, which is all talk and no actions coming through. And we have the Ten of Cups coming through. All right. So, and I kind of feel like this is somebody hanging on to your energy in such a way that it gives you hope. All right. But the hope is never fulfilled. Okay. So I just want to kind of touch on these cards a little bit more to see what the soul contract is. You finding your worth, finding your value. All right. Knowing that you are well deserved. You are well deserved, more far greater than what this person has expressed and showed you. All right. You're not a carrot. You're not a horse. We're not stringing anybody along here. Rejection, abandonment, loss, loneliness. I just kind of feel like what you're supposed to learn here is that you are far greater than what you've been treated, and it's time for you to realize and recognize that. Okay. Um, I can't help but feel like it's a here's what I'm gonna say. I myself have even been through. I'm not gonna say this dynamic, but rejected, ghosted. At war, at battle with myself, and never really thought that I was deserving of actual love. I always questioned what's wrong with me. But it wasn't until, a couple years ago that I finally woke up and said, it's not, I'm going to stop asking myself, why does this shit happen to me, man? And I woke up and I recognized my own worth and my own value, I'm only going to give the energy that people give to me. I'm not going to let people question myself. I'm not going to allow people to let me question myself ever again, and I kind of feel like this is a stepping stone for you to see your own value and your own worth, you guys. So I'm going to leave it right here. I hope that this was helpful to some people, especially if you're just really not sure what's going on, and you're going to know if this is your read because you're actually still here all the way to the end of this. All right, you guys, I love you. Take care.